Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. Yesterday, during the Warhammer Skulls event, Owlcat officially announced the release date for their first Rogue Trader DLC package. It's going to be called The Void Shadows, and it's going to be released on August 8th. Really cool stuff. And they did also release a trailer for it. It's just a short, less than 1 minute trailer. It doesn't give all that much information, but it does at least give us a look at our new companion. And luckily, they've already talked a little bit about what this trailer is going to contain. So let's go ahead and go through it. First up, our new companion, her name is Cabela, and she's a skilled death cult assassin. Now, death cults are groups within the Imperium who express their worship of the God Emperor through death. Every cut, every kill, all the pain that they experience, they see it as a way to express their devotion towards the God Emperor. And this is very interesting because they're kind of a group who's considered to be on the edge. So technically, of course, they do follow the Imperium, and many of them are devout followers, but it's also very easy for them to fall to chaos. And so many of them end up becoming heretical groups. And I find this interesting because I think actually being able to corrupt party members into becoming heretics is a weak point when it comes to Rogue Trader. While there are party members who will stick around and not necessarily leave you just because you become heretical, there's really a lack of party members who will actually join in heresy with you and who essentially become more chaotic because they are in their group. You can't really, for the most part, you cannot corrupt the people who you are around. And I thought that was odd. I really was expecting to be able to pull more people into heresy. And so my hope is that this party member is most likely going to start as someone who is devout to the Imperium, but is going to represent an opportunity for us to flip her over into heresy and join me in worship of Slaanesh. But we'll see. It'll also be interesting to find out if we're going to get any new classes with this particular character. I know Owlcat has talked about that before, that the ones that are in the game right now is not going to be the full list of what's available. So it'll be curious to see when they say assassin, is she just going to have the assassin class that's already available in the game right now? Or are we going to get some additional options when this update finally launches? Now, the new party member is not all the DLC is going to provide. In fact, Owlcat has mentioned this one is going to really focus on your ship. And so there's going to be an overall storyline where you're going to talk with other death cult representatives, and in the process, learn more about your void ship and meet more people who run your void ship. So there are some members of your crew that are only spoken about, but you never actually meet them, and you will in this DLC. For example, the Astropath, who is assisting in trying to find paths through the stars. You hear about this particular individual all the time, but you never meet them. The Shuriken, or doctor, who's on your ship. Again, this person is spoken about briefly, but you never actually meet them. So people like that, crew members on your void ship, you're going to have the opportunity to meet them, learn more about your ship, and supposedly this will also come with new upgrade options for your void ship, which is really exciting because I could be wrong, but I swear before the game came out, Owlcat had mentioned you were really going to be able to customize your ship as far as colors, as far as putting things up on the inside, really try to make it your own. And that content didn't make it into the game. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of upgrade options they provide when they give us this new DLC. And then finally, I know Owlcat has spoken multiple times about continuing to balance the game and reimagine the way combat works. So not sure if this DLC is the one where they're going to be making significant changes, or if they're going to hold off and wait until the Lex Imperialis DLC, which they originally said would probably come out sometime around December. We'll see. Speaking of which, this was originally slated for June, and so it's been pushed back a little bit. So it's very possible the Lex Imperialis DLC will end up getting pushed back as well. But regardless, definitely looking forward to this. Whatever updates they provide, new quests, new party member, of course, will be awesome to have. It'll be really interesting what her banter is like with the other members of your group. According to what Owlcat originally announced, this DLC will have around 15 hours of content. Not sure whether or not you would have to do a new playthrough in order to see the majority of that content, or if people who already have in-game saves can just load up a save and see most of what's provided. We won't know that until the DLC releases, but really, really cool stuff. Happy to see them continuing to support and do content for the game, and I'm looking forward to experiencing this with all of you. Let me know your comments down below. Are you excited for this? Do you plan to pick it up? Have you finished a playthrough of Rogue Trader yet? Are you still working on it? I always look forward to your feedback, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.